Alright, I wanted to give you guys a review of the Fiskars Pro IsoCore splitting maul. I have been using this maul for 2 years now. I do not have a wood splitter, so every piece of wood that I've burned for the last 2 years has been split by this maul. I have also not done any work to this maul. I have not sharpened it or anything like that in the past 2 years, and you can obviously see it's dirty, it's worn in, there's a bit of rust buildup from moisture. So this is a review for something that I have actually been using for a long time now. The main reason I bought this was actually because of this bolt right here through the head of the maul. And the reason I got this specifically was for this bolt because I kept having the heads of my mauls basically pop off after just a few months of usage, which, you know, as I depend entirely on firewood and entirely on a wood splitter, I cannot have it happen. So this is the main reason I bought this. Apparently, this IsoCore is shock resistant as well, though, and I had no idea when I first bought this, but it actually does a fantastic job of reducing the vibrations, and it's very comfortable to use compared to other mauls. I don't know if I could go to another maul at this point. It's extremely cushy to use. The other thing I really like about this maul is you can see like the striking head is really broad here. This is like much bigger than the back of any other maul I've used, and this is a massive help when you're using something like a grenade wedge. It just makes everything easier to hit. It's also a little bit sharper than most of the other mauls I've used. You can see there's a couple dings on the blade, but I have never sharpened this before and I've never had any problem with it. I'm not so sure how much the actual sharpness of the blade helps the splitting, to be honest with you, because most of it is just the brute force. That being said, when you get all the way through your piece and you end up with your maul lodged in the actual set log, it just feels really cool. But yeah, like so far, there really hasn't been any significant complaints from me. You can see it's a little bit worn and cracked right around the head, you know, where I've missed a couple strikes. And there is a crack right here, but this is more aesthetic than structural, so I'm really not that concerned about this. And again, after 2 years, I mean, I would expect there to be some wear and tear on something that I've basically used every single day. So if you absolutely have to rely on a maul to get your wood split, I cannot recommend this enough. If you're just getting something for an occasional camping trip, or just, you know, to have like a random tool that you use occasionally around the house, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend this. It is a nice piece, but it's also significantly more expensive than your standard maul. I spent, I believe, about $90 on this when I bought it. You know, and you can really get like any maul from like a hardware store for like 40 bucks. So it's obviously an investment, but if you absolutely have to have it, I would definitely recommend this. I don't think I will ever have another maul again.